He's in a feisty mood, Ian.
Yeah, I can tell.
I know.
Yeah, Ian, this is going to be hard work, mate.
Uh-huh.
Okay,
What the fuck
right.
you plan, right?
You are hard work.
You're all hard work. And Tim inciting homoerotic. It's terrible.
Tim just sits back and
Ian
listens.
just wants to be in the fucking chair, doesn't he?
Tim just sits in the cupboard and watches through the slats.
No, that's Ian. Right. No, that's Ian.
No,
Ian
no,
sits
no,
in the
no.
chair in the fucking corner.
No, Tim's in the cupboard hiding his shame.
Ian
You're in
organised
the fucking book chair.
So I'm
No,
like
you got one-
Psycho 3 sat in the chair with the two lamps with the...
No, you got one of them
just
masks
creating
on
mood.
like the rich people from fucking Squid Game.
No, it's a gimp mask.
just diamond encrusted gimp mask.
Okay, are you ready to kick this off?
I
No.
think so. Yeah.
Let's roll.
Geeky Dad strike back with laughter as our might, but he doesn't know the power of where we've been. With comic books open and soda in hand, we're the Geeky Dads, our crew's gonna stand. Geeky Dad strike back with laughter as our might in this cartoon that'll shine so bright. Immature and wild, we embrace the fun in a world of games will never be done.
Okay.
Let's
So
do
just
it.
when... One second. Just need to do something.
You're muting him.
And just when...
Leave that in. Leave that in.
Okay. And just when you thought it was safe to listen to another podcast, welcome to the Geeky Dad Strike Back, Season 4, Chapter 3. And this
Ian
week,
Jabellin.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Why did you let him in at that point?
I didn't unmute him. He unmuted himself. He was waiting for the best opportunity.
Deserve that, though. You did
Okay.
deserve that. Hey, your nan loved it.
My nan's is dead.
She still loved it.
That's where you.
That's what he
where
does,
you're
he
supposed to go,
digs
"Oh,
things
that's why
up
she
for a
didn't
fuck-
So I think before we start, we need to address a couple of things that happened over the last few days. Firstly, we've lost quite a few big actors in geekdom. So I think on Friday we lost Julian McMahon.
Who?
I was like, yeah. I didn't want to
so-
say anything because I didn't want to be disrespectful.
I didn't recognise the act. Honestly, I don't. But you're going to have to explain.
Okay, yeah. So Julian McMahon was in the TV show Charmed. He played Cole. And he
Never
also
watched
played
it.
Doctor Doom in the 2005 Fantastic Four movies.
Right, okay.
And
No
he was in
clue.
Nip Tuck as well.
It's been a
Yeah,
long
he was in
time.
Nip Tuck as well, yeah. And he was in Home and Away, and he was married to Danny Minogue.
Oh, what? Well,
He was
lucky,
also in
lucky
Red
lad.
as well, the Bruce
I
Willis
say,
film.
well,
Red.
I say lucky lad, but he's dead. So,
But
Yeah, not
he
so
shall be
lucky.
in all
missed.
fairness,
Madsen, yeah, Michael Madsen sadly passed away this week as well. Obviously from Reservoir Dogs, but I was talking in work saying, "Oh my God, Michael Madsen died," and everybody went, "Who?" And I went, "The guy at Reservoir Dogs." And he went, "What's Reservoir Dogs?" And I felt like an old man.
Oh my days.
I'd have just fucking turned around and said you're all a bunch of pricks and
You've not
fucking
seen
prick off.
Reservoir Dogs. I mean, it's like
Not even heard of it.
It's a fucking classic film, though. Even if like I've got loads of people I work with that are a lot younger than me that will recognise Reservoir Dogs.
Mm.
I
To be
mean,
fair,
not
most of the
seeing.
people I work with are more concerned about getting their haul from White Fox, wherever the fuck that is.
That's
Oh,
stuck in the
God.
middle with you seeing by itself is iconic.
The amount of
Exactly.
people that I see wearing the fucking White Fox shit.
Yeah, me too. It's
It's
everywhere.
annoying.
Then we lost. Oh God, we lost the gentleman who played Admiral Piet in Empire Strikes Back and Return to Jedi. He died of COVID this week.
Yeah.
And,
Oh,
of
people are
course,
still dying of COVID.
Yeah,
Wow.
Yeah.
and unfortunately, the world did lose good football in the name of Diogo Jota, who sadly passed away in Spain earlier this week. I was actually in Liverpool yesterday, and the Liverpool shop was completely shut. I've also heard that they actually are retiring the number 20 shirt now.
His brother died as well.
Yeah,
in the same crash. Yeah, they were. I think his brother was driving. That's not confirmed, so don't fucking chase me down. But that is what sources are saying at the moment, that his brother was driving, he was in the passenger seat, but they both passed away, which is horrific.
Have you also heard what Liverpool have done?
No, go on.
They're paying his contract for the next 2 years to his wife.
That's a good.
Oh, that's nice.
Oh, that's lovely. That.
Yeah. I just wanted to say then, obviously you guys are Liverpool fans, so it's really personal for you. But even as a Chelsea fan, you know, it's an incredibly sad loss. Because not just is he an amazing footballer, apparently he was an amazing guy. You know, just got married, three kids as well. It's a tragedy in every sense.
Yeah, he'd not long had a kid as well. So
yeah.
It's just a shitty thing. And how old was he? 26?
28.
He was young.
28. I knew he was young. It was fucked.
His brother was 25, was he?
26.
Yeah.
26.
Oh, is that's where I got 26 from.
Life's too short.
So enjoy it while you can.
Exactly.
But, like you've done today.
Oh, absolutely. My advice is don't sit in a fucking dead-end job that you fucking hate. Go and do something you love.
Go to the pub and have a wank in a caravan.
Well, wanking in the caravan is fun.
Especially when people are watching through the windows.
And it's not a caravan.
How did you know he was on the dogging site?
Tim was watching.
I'm always watching me.
He also gave me a hand.
You won't get away with this, Skeletor. He-Man and Fisto are on their way, and you know what Fisto likes to do.
Guess what, you floating fleshlight? Joke's on you! We're into that shit! Now stay there like a good little prisoner whilst I speak to these folks at home. Attention, listeners of the Geeky Dad Strike Back. This is Skeletor. You can now follow them on Instagram and Facebook and even on Twitter.
Boss, don't forget, Twitter is now called X.
I know that, you ginger-haired merkin. I simply refuse to acknowledge anything named by a guy who's willing to stick his dick in head.
And Skeletor, don't forget TikTok.
TikTok? Seriously? They're middle-aged. Not fucking teenagers, for fuck's sake. Yes, and you can now follow them on TikTok.
Oh, and don't forget.
I know. Now piss off the both of you. Have a bath. Merman, you smell like Evil Lynn's fanny. And Beastman, your fur is so matted from all the red rocket you and Trapdoor have been playing. Yes, I can hear both of you at night. You can listen to the Geeky Dad Strike Back episodes on Spotify, Stitcher, Podcasts, Audible, Apple Podcasts, and Google Podcasts.
Right, can we just say, just for the listening audience, I'm very sorry, but Chris is wankered tonight, so things might get a little chaotic.
I'm not.
Interestingly, Mike is not tonight.
Which makes a fucking change, let's face it.
I am having a drink, but I'm not fucking wanking as usual.
I'm just amazed I've got reception.
We're hoping
I'm just imagining him sat with this little, sat on his, like, on his car windshield while there's just a little wanking.
He's got his dick in the air and uses it as an antenna.
He's just because you want to sit in the cook chair.
In the what chair?
In the cook chair.
I don't know what that is.
The cock chair, cuckold.
Oh, right, okay. There you go. You will, I never knew that. Okay,
Weird.
right.
Taught you something new.
Yeah. Has anybody watched any new films lately?
Yes,
Okay.
the new fucking Captain America, and it's fucking garbage.
You know what? I watched it a few weeks ago. I didn't think it was actually that bad. I mean, it wasn't
Tell
brilliant,
you
but
what,
it
I
was
did enjoy though.
watchable.
I
Having a wank?
enjoyed. Fuck me in. Are you wanking to fucking Captain America? What the fuck's up with you?
Jesus.
Ian's
It's
a
just all
massive
that
nerd.
justice.
The chances of him
yeah,
wanking to a
it's-
comic book character is very likely.
To be fair,
Well, yeah, it's Ian, innit?
There is a VHS copy of Street Fighter 2, the movie, where the Chun-Li scene is completely like over, like, because worn away from overuse. Just saying.
Yeah, he likes them thick
Oh
thighs.
my word. Sometimes I'm glad I'm pissed. Because it's the only way I can cope with Ian.
That's why I
That's what
might
my mum
drink so
said
much.
to me once. That's what my mum said to me.
He was 2.
No, she actually literally did say when I was 19 that she drinks because of me. The only thing is,
Really?
Yeah, I
Wow.
told her I was staying on a project. I told her I was staying on a project next year, and she just said, "You know, I drink because of you."
Oh, well, that's
In all
fucked.
fairness, fair enough.
Yeah.
I haven't really watched any films as such, but I did watch Squid Game season 3.
I've
watched it, yeah,
started
don't
watching
spoil it.
that. Yeah, I'm about 4 episodes in, so yeah, don't spoil it. But
I watched Bloodlines.
it's pretty good. We're talking about Squid Game at the moment, Chris.
I know, but Squid Game shit.
Not Squid Games.
It's pretty damn good. I think it's a decent series.
It's shit.
I'm gonna change that from it is to it was, and then just leave that there. Say no more on the subject.
As I said.
So you've been watching Bloodlines, Chris?
Yeah, I watched Bloodlines, the Final Destination.
Oh,
It's good, isn't it? Oh, I did actually watch that
Eh,
myself. I don't know why I didn't.
Do you know
mention it.
what?
I've
Do you
not
know
watched
what?
it.
It was all right, actually. It wasn't the worst, but it wasn't shit.
See,
Well, I
when you
went to
said
see-
Bloodlines, I was thinking Vampire the Masquerade, which is a computer
No,
game.
that's a
so.
fucking game, you twat.
Well, that's what. As soon as you said Bloodlines, that's what I thought. But if you just said Final
Oh, my-
Destination,
I was thinking of Castlevania.
yeah,
Yeah, there are some really good deaths in this. Well, deaths
Oh,
can be
yeah. The-
as good as deaths can be. But,
Yeah. Oh, God, yeah.
and there's like
It
the
was like-
iconic scene in the
It was like them turning into pizza on the floor was fucking ace.
Yes, yeah.
someone get pavement pizzaed.
Somebody gets paid. Yeah, pretty much.
No,
know what,
Absolutely
actually-
pavement pizza.
Do you know the way he's just said paving pizza there? And I'm not sure whether you can put this out or not, right? But years ago, I was walking past the train track with a girl I was with at the time, and we'd heard that someone had unfortunately passed away, been hit by the train. So we walked down the train track, and where the impact was, that's exactly what it looked like. It is horrible.
No,
Why?
Tim, that is the plot line to
Stand
an
by.
old film from Stand By Me. Yeah.
I didn't just make that up, honestly. It was
No,
like
it is the plot line to Stand By Me. Did you then run across,
yeah.
run back across a bridge, and you have
yeah,
to
there
dodge
was
a train?
me and 3 others. Yeah, me mates
Yeah.
Teddy, Gordy,
Jesus Christ.
and Vern as well. He was
hell.
there too.
Fucking hell.
Oh dear. Okay. Well, I haven't seen it yet. I think I've seen reviews of it and it looks good. But what film did I just
Not really
watch?
that into horror films, to be honest. It just don't bother me and they don't scare me, so I just don't really watch them.
To be fair, I've just been watching lots of Jaws documentaries the past few weeks, so
So you'll be loaded with facts then, things we
I do
didn't
have some
know.
facts.
Oh,
I did.
God.
Right. Okay, here we go.
Hold
That's,
on, I'm having a little think about things that I've seen, because my memory is shit. So I'm going through lists. Oh my god. What have I seen? Oh, Taskmaster. I watched all the Taskmaster.
Oh, with I believe what name was in this series? Rosie Ramsey from Shag Married Annoyed.
Rosie Ramsey's in it, yeah, and she's
Yeah.
fucking hilarious.
She's very funny on the podcast.
She's incredibly funny.
Mhm.
So yeah, I would absolutely recommend watching that. Trying to think of any films that I've watched lately. Blah blah blah. I'm just flicking through things. I have definitely watched new films, but
I have, but I can't remember them.
Yeah, I have such a fucking shitty memory.
I think, though, the fact that you just can't remember any new films kind of speaks for itself, that they weren't any good.
No, no, Tim, it doesn't. It's just because I used to fucking take loads of drugs and now my memory's fucked. I can't remember what I did yesterday.
Advocating drugs.
I'm not advocating it. I'm telling you that you shouldn't take them.
I said, Mike.
I just said you shouldn't take them. I got no fucking memory left.
That's the problem with meth, though, isn't it? It's just very Moorish.
That's heroin.
Oh, by the way, a good series to watch is
and that was a Jimmy Carr joke as well.
Go on, Chris.
What show?
The Consultant. It's
What's that
Christoph
about?
Waltz. So it's basically starts as this guy who runs a computer tech firm, and some kid goes in and blows him away.
As you do.
Yeah.
These are the things
So it's worth watching.
That does actually sound quite interesting. To be fair,
I'm not saying anymore because it is pretty.
Oh
decent.
Jesus! Everything, all the sound went weird then. But anyway, new things I have been watching. New series of Rick and Morty is out. I've been watching that.
I'm
I
catching
watched a couple. Yeah.
And it's fucking great. And I think the new voice actors are perfect. I think as well, new series of Bob's Burgers as well. I've been trying to work through that. What?
I love Bob's Burgers.
Yeah, well, there's a new series out, and it's like about 9 episodes in now, so you've got lots to watch.
Really? Sound?
Yeah, man. And there is a great film as well that's out called Nonnas.
Oh, with what's this? Yeah, I know what you mean. With Talia Shire in it.
Is that his name?
No, no, the girl from Rocky. She plays one of the nanas.
Oh, yeah.
Adrian.
Yeah.
God,
so
she must be like
basically,
80
it's
now.
a film about like an Italian guy who his nan used to run a restaurant in Brooklyn. He was Italian, and he wants to restart and make a restaurant again, but he wants it all to be Italian nanas. And he just puts out can you please? He puts it in the papers, and he's like, "Can you please come and sort of like run this restaurant with me?" And he gets all these old nanas, Italian nanas, to run the restaurant. It's fucking good. That and The Bear season 3 as well
I was
is.
going to say the new series. That was season 4 now.
Oh, season 4. Yeah, sorry.
Yes.
Season 4.
I've only
Yeah.
seen
So
season 1.
it's fucking amazing as well.
is a good
That is
show,
just
yeah.
well shot, and it's very well thought out. Like at the end of each episode, you're like, I want to watch the next one now. So
See, I like him in the American Shameless.
yeah,
Yeah,
it was
good,
good.
yeah,
in
good
that.
played the
Yeah, he's a good
Very
actor.
good. Yeah.
Is
He's
that
playing,
any good?
He's what the American Shameless.
Yeah.
It starts out like being very like close to the British series, but then I think it just goes off in its own direction. Then becomes its
I
own
think
show.
he gets better.
Once it becomes its own show, it gets better.
Okay.
Yeah.
The original, like, I wasn't a big fan of the original Shameless, but the American version's better.
I love the
like
original.
I don't know. I think
early.
it's just different. I like the original Shameless, but it's
Couldn't get on
just
with it.
it's just different.
Well, I definitely know that Chris will be watching Nonnas with his blinds down in the caravan later.
with his cock in his hand.
If the vans are rocking, don't come a knocking.
I'm all,
Inside look like
I'm
Jackson
all,
Pollock.
He's got a bumper sticker on the back. Nonna's on board.
hey, I'm not being funny. Get a black light and you'll be fucking shocked.
Oh, God.
No, we wouldn't.
Ectoplasm everywhere.
I literally just said the inside of that caravan must look like a Jackson Pollock.
I fucking crusty old sock.
It's become sentient
Yeah,
now.
Ian, you
Just
joke.
carpet crunches as you walk through
Chris,
it.
Chris, it fucking is. Okay, can we let's move on because I think it's just going to get weird now.
Yeah,
Okay,
because
so,
it's now 10:15 and I'm fucking knackered.
Fucking wankered. Right, okay.
I'm knackered. I've been up since stupid o'clock, you twat.
Define
Supposed to
stupid
start
o'clock.
this over an hour ago.
He said 5 a.m., so
5 a.m.
hey, it's pretty early, to be fair.
My days always start at like 5 a.m. So
I start at 4, so yeah.
okay, this isn't a competition, Michael.
I know.
Okay.
It wasn't me. I'm just saying. But then again, if I'm up at 4, to be fair, what I was trying to say is, if I start at 4 the next morning, I say to you guys, I can't record tonight. I have to get up at 4.
Yeah, but
That's true. He
it
does.
was the only night you bastards could do. So, okay.
If it's any consolation at all, guys, I got up at 12. So, you know, just...
Fuck you, Tim, you twat. Fucking knobhead.
That's what it's like when you're a dad and you just got a teenager and that's it.
Oh, yeah. He's self-sufficient.
Okay, right. Right, I'm starting now. Just muting Chris. Okay, so in 1979, there's some major world events. The Vietnam War ended. Bruce Springsteen released his classic album Born to Run. Unfortunately, Maggie Thatcher did become leader of the Conservative Party, which did lead to a reign of terror that lasted into the early 90s. And, of course,
muted him.
A little film. I did. He so fucking muted himself, a little bastard. Sounds like he's wanking off a dog.
He did.
Red Rocket, Red Rocket.
Hang on.
Tim, that was fucking hilarious.
Okay. And of course, a little film came out called Jaws. That was made by Steven Spielberg. It was based on the novel by Peter Benchley, and it told the story of a small island community which is terrorized by a great white shark. So the film starred Roy Scheider as Chief Martin Brody, Robert Shaw as Quint, Richard Dreyfuss as Matt Hooper, and Lorraine Gary as Chief Brody's wife, Lorraine. Oh, that's her fucking name. Sorry, it's Chief Brody's wife, Ellen, and Murray Hamilton as Mayor Vaughan. The film was, of course, it was Steven Spielberg's big hit, and this film really was the birth of the blockbuster. The term was never used before this film. So, going around the virtual table, and Chris has covered desk, whatever the fuck he's using in his caravan. So let's go around table. So what's everybody's first memories of watching that film? Mike, what was yours?
My first memories of the film.
Yeah,
probably the opening scene when the two teenagers are running down the beach and the girl takes her top off and she's got like very voluptuous boobs and they're bouncing along. I think that would be my very first memory of Jaws.
Good
Do
memories.
you remember, like, yes, very good memories, very vivid. So, do you remember how old you was when you first watched it?
Probably about 5. And
Yeah.
that would have been, that would have been about at least 10 years. Well, it'd been about 12 years after it was released.
Probably, yeah. So it was 1975. I was 6 when it came out. So, yeah. I was about 5, so I'd say it's about 11 years old when I watched it.
Hang on. You just said you were 6 when it came out. You were born
No.
when it came out.
No, he wasn't. He
No,
wasn't
I know.
born when it came out.
I said if the film was 6 when it came out, when I was born. Well, by the time I'd seen it, the film was about 11 years old.
Really?
So,
Yeah.
it came out in 1975.
No, I'm
We
on
weren't
about you
born-
were 11 years old when you watched it.
No, I was
Oh,
5
right,
when I
yeah.
watched it. The film was 11 years old.
Right.
I was about
Ah,
5
thanks.
as well. I was about 5 when I watched
I'm
it as well
old.
for the
Shut
first
up.
time.
Back the
And it's
juggler.
Yeah, because I know it was. I must have been either 5 or 6 because I went to America in 1988 to go to visit family. We stayed in California. Went to Universal Studios.
I was going to say
Anaheim.
Universal, and did they have the Jaws exhibit there? Then?
Yeah, they didn't have the ride like they had in Florida. They had they had like a tour. So he was on it like a tour bus.
I was going to say
And then-
it was the exhibit, wasn't it? It was more like a tour thing.
Yeah,
I'm not
so-
saying the ride, the exhibit
No.
thing that they
Yeah.
did.
So what I remember distinctly what happened because the first part of it, you got kidnapped by Cylons from Battlestar Galactica, and you're saved, and then you go across the start of it, and you see ET, and then you go past the house from Psycho, and then you come to this big lagoon, and that's where they actually shot Jaws: The Revenge in this lagoon. I think it did not long filmed like Jaws: The Revenge a few weeks before. I think I remember. Anyway, so in this middle of this like big lagoon, there's a guy in a boat, and the boat just suddenly sinks, and you hear this, like somebody's drowning underwater.
Yeah.
And then you hear the music playing, and right up the side, right coming at the edge, this great white just jumps out the water. I remember being so thrilled and shitting myself at the same time. It's such a vivid memory, and luckily my mum must have took photos. So they weren't particularly good photos, but there is like photographs of my mum's of like the Jaws like animatronic leaping out of the water, and you just see like a close up aside. Remember that scene from Jaws 2 when with Brody's like trying to get those pictures that the fellas were taking underwater and trying to bring That's what my mum's photos look like. There's
Blurry
the eye
as
there.
fuck.
Yeah, blurry, and there's the eye. You can make it, there's a bit of the jaw there. But yeah, it really stuck in my head then. So that was my first like
You
proper-
going about the music as well, and like lest we forget, like he's fucking John Williams, and like it's like it must have been like one of the first sort of like I don't know. Was John Williams known for anything before that?
He did. So I went to a John Williams the music of John Williams thing at the Liverpool Film Mock a couple of years ago, and I believe he'd been around for years beforehand, but he'd done the TV show Lost in Space, if I remember correctly.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. But yeah. That
Danger. Will Robinson. Danger. That one.
Hold on. I think we've lost Chris.
That's okay.
We have lost Chris.
It's fine. Let's just keep going.
I'm just checking I'm just checking if there's abuse in the
He knows how
in
to
the
get
group
in.
chat. Yeah, so that was like my first like proper memories. It also made me because I think it was like going into American like swim. We went to the ocean, like to go to the beach while we were there as well, and I was terrified to go in the water because I thought Jaws was going to get me. And to be fair, I was afraid of swimming pools because I was terrified of swimming pool sharks.
Some Bill Sharks.
Yeah, you have that fear that sharks live in swimming pools. I'm going to
No, I never had that.
never had that.
No.
No.
Then again, I never really had a fear of much, and that's why I probably broke my skull twice in my life. So I didn't really have much fears as a child. I'm a
So-
fucking idiot.
one of my greatest fears is the sea and everything in it. So sharks, stingrays, everything. And I won't go in the sea. And I think Jaws had a lot to do with that when I was younger. I really
I remember going down to Woolacombe, and I ran along like this, like sort of wasn't. It was like a divider of like it's like a sea divider, and backflipping into the water, and it was about 20 feet deep where I jumped into, and I was with a school. I was about 11, and teachers were freaking out as I swam back. I swam back perfectly fine, but I was really into swimming. They were like, "Don't ever do that again." Just didn't give a shit.
Yeah. I'll try to think as well. Yeah. Tim, what, like besides like being afraid of the sea and everything, what do you have any other memories of Jaws? Like being your first encounter?
I don't have particularly any like vague, or not vague, any vivid memories of it from when I first watched it. I couldn't tell you how old I was or whatever else. I must have been quite young, because back
You're a
in the
bit younger
days,
than us, so but you've
Yeah.
probably seen it when you were young because it was just floating about.
yeah, it was one of those, like when we were growing up, obviously watching the likes of Friday the 13th and Nightmare on Elm Street when we were nowhere near 18. So it's very similar with Jaws. I must have watched that really young, but like I said, that's massively contributed to my fear of the ocean and stuff. I do remember, the one thing I remember the most is the my mind's gone blank. The quote, the famous quote, "You're gonna need a bigger boat."
Yeah.
Which
Not
you
only
actually got correct.
Yeah, because people say we're
that's
going to need a
correct.
bigger boat, don't we? But it's actually you're going to need a bigger boat.
need a bigger boat. Yeah, absolutely is.
Yeah. And obviously the shark as well. I remember seeing it and being terrified, but being told, I can't remember who it was that told me when I was younger, but they said they recorded it with like a toy shark in a bathtub. I was like, oh, it doesn't seem as scary now, but obviously they didn't. But yeah, they're my memories. It's not a film I watched a lot as a kid. That's why I had to refresh up on it today.
Well, I've watched that film so many times. And the last time I properly watched it, it was when I think it was when Ezra was a baby. It was during lockdown and middle of the day, and I just thought it was just such a brilliant film. Obviously, you can't really watch it with a baby asleep.
I think like one of my favorite quotes from the entire film is Quint, and he says, like, for no reason as I can fucking ascertain, like, it doesn't seem to add to anything. He says, "Here's to swimming with bow-legged women." And everyone just fucking looks at him, and it just cuts. He's like, what? Why the fuck did he just say that? Here's to swimming with bow-legged women.
Talking about Quint, I was just doing some research then as we were talking. I didn't realise the actor that played him died in 1978. Like 3 years after that came out. So he's been dead now for a long, long time.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't think he was that old when he died either. I think he was like in his 40s.
51, and he died in Ireland. Yeah, County Mayo in Ireland.
I knew he wasn't particularly old. County Mayo.
He was also in the second Bond film with From Russia with Love.
Yeah, he was, yeah.
I'm not a huge Bond fan, so that's going to go over my head a bit.
Yeah.
Another film that I've heard but never watched, I've heard it mentioned before, The Taking of Pelham 1, 2, 3.
Oh, yeah, he was the villain in that, yeah. I think that was made after this, so that's probably one of his last films, or it might have been before this, I'm not sure.
I've never even fucking heard of that.
Oh, it's a crime film. They remade it a few years ago with John Travolta instead and Denzel Washington.
Yeah, it was 1974, that one, so the year before Jaws.
I'll have to have a little look. I don't think I'll watch the whole film, but I might watch the trailer. It's not my type of thing. But yeah, well.
Okay. Is anybody right? I ended up buying the book off a car boot sale as well. Probably when I was about 9, 10 maybe. So I sat down to read the book. And I don't know if either of you, Mike, I'm not sure if you've read it, Tim, but Mike, have you ever read the original book?
No, I haven't, to be honest.
No. It's one of those rare films, one of those rare occurrences when the film is about 100 times better than the book.
Right. Yeah. I believe the book isn't great.
No. I mean,
yeah,
the ending's slightly different. The characters aren't as likable. So Hooper and Chief Brody's wife Ellen have an affair.
Oh wow!
She used to go out with his. She used to be his brother's girlfriend. He had a big crush on her. She's not happy with living on an island, and she's not happy with life. So she decides to shag Hooper. Then he gets killed. But that's probably another one of the fun facts about the film. I think he was going to kill off Hooper, but there was an accident while they were making while they were filming the shark cage scene with real sharks, and one of the sharks got in the cage and destroyed it, but the fella wasn't in there. Another fun fact about it.
Oh, I've heard that as well, to be fair. I have heard that. It folded. The shark cage literally folded, but luckily he wasn't in there at the time. But that to me sounds like that sounds to me like it wasn't put together properly.
I'm not sure, but I know another part of that film, that scene, he used a stuntman who was a little person, and this is I remember watching a documentary for the 20th anniversary.
Are you looking for the word midget?
Yes, but I don't know what word to say.
Vertically challenged.
Definitely that. But the actor he used.
I'm horizontally challenged.
Oh, yeah, he's back. I hate shite internet.
What?
Right, we're just in the middle of something, Chris. 1 sec.
Yeah. So, so the actor that they used for Hooper's stunt double was a dwarf, and when they had the shark, he absolutely shit himself. And the way they tell the story in the 20th anniversary documentary is that he was that scared, so he started breathing, but to get scale, they had to have smaller oxygen tanks. So he's basically ran out of oxygen. The shark a bit, and he ran out of oxygen. So they had to abandon the scene. That's when the shark got in the cage and then trashed it.
Fucking hell. It is type of stuff. It's do you know how true it is? But it probably was, to be fair.
The way you just said then they had to do it to scale, I just somehow envisioned an oxygen tank the size of a water bottle.
It was just a thermos. Just use a thermos and just painted out the words thermos on the side of it.
Scuba written on it in crayon.
Now Christopher's
painted it yellow.
Now Christopher's rejoined us. Do you say hello to the rest of the Dogosaurus? Chris, I was just saying, I read the book as a kid. Well, about it, pre-teen anyway. And did you ever read the book of Jaws?
No.
No, okay. There you go, short answer there.
Yeah.
Short and sweet.
Short and sweet, yeah. I was just saying that the book was the film's quite rare. That's actually better than the actual book, because the book's good, but the films are far superior.
Yeah, but you're expecting a dyslexic to have read the book.
I remember
I'm dyslexic as well, and I do read books.
Okay, right. I counter argument. I have a counter argument. This you came to stay at my house when Jurassic Park came out that summer, and you were reading the adult version of Jurassic Park while I was reading the kids version. So you can't play that card with me.
I was trying to. That's the difference.
Chris, I've read every single Discworld book at least twice, and I'm dyslexic as well. So it is possible with dyslexia to read a book.
Also, you had a copy of the book about Basic Instinct in your tent. when I
Eh?
stayed at yours. You stayed when you moved to Liverpool. I stayed at yours one night, and I
I've
stayed for a
never
few
had the
days. And you're
basic
camping.
instinct book.
You fucking did. Don't lie.
I fucking didn't.
Right. I'm going to tell this story because it's
No,
burnt into
I'd,
my
li-
memory.
I'd like to hear this fucking story too. I think you've got the wrong
Right.
fucking person.
Right. You were camping in your garden, and so we camped out in your back garden, and you had a baseball bat in there that accidentally dropped on your head. It might have been a cricket
Accidentally.
bat. It was baseball bat or cricket bat.
That would
Either way,
explain a lot,
one of
though.
them dropped on your head. But you also had the hardback cover book of Basic Instinct, and I did look for the scene with the ex-girlfriend.
Cross our legs over.
No, it was
I'm
it was the ex-girlfriend
I'm
on the
just
sofa.
thinking, who the
Oh,
fuck are
right.
you on about?
You
I've never had the book Basic Instinct.
must have been one of your friends then, because that book was in your tent. I'm telling you.
Really?
Anyway, yeah. Okay.
It was his Uncle Dave's.
It was Uncle Dave's, yeah. It was
Might
Uncle.
be
Is that
John.
Yeah, there you go. Is that
Might
the
be
same
John.
uncle?
It was definitely Uncle Dave's. Uncle Dave had been in the fucking tent the day before. And he'd been reading Basic Instinct.
That's why I had the baseball bat then? Okay.
Yeah, it makes sense,
Yeah.
doesn't it? Yeah. It's why it smelt a bit funny as well.
Okay, I was trying to think. So, so this film, I mean, where was I? So, yeah, we saw about the other parts of the film. And there's also another story about how, or was it the big scare? So the big scare, like when they did test screenings when the shark first come out the water. That was like the big, and everybody screaming. Steven Spielberg got a bit greedy and said, "I think we can get another like big jump scare out of this." So he went into somebody's like swimming pool in the middle of the night and shot the head falling out the boat scene, which scared everybody.
Well, me and Chris were talking about this earlier, and I think that is actually the biggest jump scare in the entire film. Because
Yeah, it is.
that still makes me jump. Like when I forget about it, and it
Even
fucking
though I know
happens, and it
it's
still makes
there.
me go, "Oh shit!" It's
Every
not
time.
massive jump, but it still makes me jump a bit. It's like it's so well timed. It's so insanely well timed that skull I wouldn't mind. It doesn't even fucking look like a real head. It looks so ridiculous,
high.
but it just.
Yeah.
But it's the timing, it's the music, it's everything
It's
in that fucking
perfect,
scene.
isn't
It is,
Yeah.
and it makes you jump every fucking time.
Because
Yeah,
I hadn't
right.
seen
I
it.
know it.
Because I hadn't seen it in so long.
So yeah. So Chris,
Yeah.
explain why we
Perfect
talked
in
about
there.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
because
explain to me why.
I was on the fucking train back to Newark while watching Jaws, and that fucking bit happened, and I fucking jumped, and a girl opposite laughed at me because she thought it was hilarious that I'd fucking shit myself. And I'm not surprised because if I'd have saw someone fucking jump at something that I had no context to, I'd have probably laughed too.
Well, no, it could also be like she's seen you watching Jaws, and like nobody jumps
No,
at
she couldn't
Jaws.
see what
Everyone's
was on
seen
my
it a
phone.
million
No,
times.
she couldn't see what was on my phone because she was sat
True.
opposite.
Oh, if you're using a phone, yeah, probably not. I thought you were like watching
Well,
a
what
laptop
else
or
am I
something.
gonna fucking use?
A laptop?
My laptop's
A
in
tablet.
fucking Leeds. Our page has stolen it.
Well, I didn't know that.
He did mention it
Because-
a week or two ago.
Because I hadn't
Yeah,
seen it in so long. I didn't know that jump scare was coming at all because I couldn't remember it. So I
Did he?
shot me on these
Yeah,
before.
it gets you every fucking time.
It
It's
does.
so good. It's so well timed. But I honestly think that the music, it sort of like, it does something because it starts going like quite, if you watch that scene again, it starts going quite melodic as if like, oh, everything's okay. And then it goes, rah! And it's like, so you're expecting it to start getting nice again, and all of a sudden this fucking head comes out, and there's just a fucking, and
Yeah.
it's like,
it's the
what the
monkey eye.
fuck? Yeah, all of it is all perfectly timed to make
Yeah.
you jump out your fucking seat. It's so well done.
Yeah, I think that's what ruined it. The shark, the original jump scare that made everybody shit themselves, was that they had that big scare, and I think that it was basically the biggest scare of the film when they saw the shark. It didn't bother them.
No, not at all.
Speaking of the shark, I mean, everybody knows the story. If you don't, I mean, this film's 50 years old. I think every time there's been a documentary about it, it's always saying the same thing, and that's how the shark didn't work. They didn't take into account that it was being filmed in salt water. So so basically the shark was rusting. The electrics didn't work. The material they used for the skin just made it just erode.
Salt water is hugely fucking conductive. It also corrodes very, very fast. They fucked up a bit.
Yeah, but I think it worked in its advantage, because I think, like, going from the screenplay, the shark was meant to see the shark quite a lot in it, but they used POV shots, and it just worked perfectly. I mean, the first time I properly remember seeing the shark was when the fella in the boat gets his leg bitten off, and that was
it's a bit
because you see it under the water.
It's like a bit like Evil Dead, where the camera is the evil entity, and you don't see the evil entity, so that makes it more suspenseful, and it's more shocking when you do see it. So it is better.
Absolutely. But yeah, I mean that I think it was talking about jump scares. I think the guy in the boat probably scared me more than anything. And little Alex Kittner, when he got eaten, you just see the tail in the air, and then you see just the blood splatters. That kid's like,
oh yeah. That's fucked. To be fair though, we haven't even spoke about the drawn shot as well. Like when Brody's on the beach and he's dying in the water, and the shot, how they did it was they literally done a trolley shot. So they pulled the camera away, but they locked locked it so it would zoom into his face, but at the exact same speed as the trolley was going backwards. And it gave that sort of like weird background zoom. There was no special effects. It was literally just a camera on a trolley that was zooming in as the camera was going backwards. It was fucking amazing.
Was really
very clever shot.
Talking about visuals as well, last time I saw it, because it was years ago, I had no idea that we'd made it in 4K. I'm watching it in 4K today. It's a massive improvement.
It's
so good.
Mental.
I watched it with HD. They've done like a HDR as well, and I've got a HDR screen. So like, the lighting, they've even fucking fixed all that, and like, so like the dark scenes, and then they get the bright lights come across the screen. It's like they literally look like vivid lights coming across the screen. It's insane.
Yeah, considering how old the film is, how well they've upscaled it.
Yeah, man.
What was I going to say? So we talked about that. So another little fun fact about Alex Kittner, the little boy who died. Probably a lot of people, if you listen to this, might know the story already, because it's been going around for years. So the woman who played his mum was in a restaurant, and the one of the menu items was the Alex Kittner sandwich. It was I don't know what it was, but anyways, she says to the waitress, "So I played that little boy's mum in the film, Jaws," and the manager came out, and it was the boy who played Alex Kittner.
No way!
Oh fucking hell!
So he invented a sandwich called the Alex Kittner sandwich, and just out of like just dumb, I don't say luck or serendipity, the woman who played his mum came into the restaurant, and apparently they caught up, and the first time they'd seen each other in a very, very, very long time. So another little fun fact for you.
Well, another part of the film that I'd like to talk about is the intro to Quint. His introduction is literally him sticking his nails on a chalkboard and going along the chalkboard.
Oh yeah,
and that noise makes me want to vomit like instantly. And it's such a fucking amazing introduction to this like fucking
Yeah.
nutty sort of like fisherman guy, and he just goes down the chalkboard. It's like, oh, that's horrific.
What gets me is somebody brought this up in a commentary about it, and it was like, how the fuck did they not notice a fella just sneak into the room, start drawing a giant shark, and putting somebody's body in the middle of it? How did they not notice?
Well, they were all arguing at the time.
I suppose that's true.
But if you actually look at it, at that council meeting as well, there's something I only noticed today. During the council meeting, when it first starts, it starts at 4:20, and I thought, that's the weed number.
Is it just me, or is Mike gone quiet for everybody else?
Yeah, Mike's gone really quiet, yeah.
Sorry. So the council meeting starts directly at 4:20, and I was like, that's the weed number. I was like, that's fucking hilarious. Only I would notice shit like that. Yeah, it's fair.
So the guy whose head was in the boat, Ben Gardner, the man who played him was like, he was a local fisherman, and that's who they got like Robert Shaw to hang around with to get like to bait. That was portrayal. Oh God, get the words out. That's who the portrayal of Quint came from. It was the way he talked. That came from that man who played Ben Gardner.
Oh, it does make sense, to be fair.
Yeah.
I do have another thing written down as well,
that
I noticed while watching it. The very first death scene, when they finally find like a severed hand, and it's underwater, I believe. I can't remember now. I think it is underwater. There's a shot of a severed hand, but it's clearly somebody under the sand with the hand sticking out, because it's literally stuck from the forearm sticking out, and it's just a woman's hand with rings on it. It's just clearly somebody underneath the sand. Just
it's where the deputy finds it, and they got the crabs hanging like
yeah. The crabs are going past it. Shit, and you're like, that's just somebody with their arm under the fucking sand.
And you see it
clearly.
Again when Hooper's doing the autopsy.
Yeah.
And he picks it up.
And then when I watched it, I was like, that's just somebody's hand under the fucking sand and some crabs near it. Like, that's...
Lorraine Gary, who played Ellen Brody, her husband was like the boss of Universal Studios at the time. He was very high up. So I think that's partly how she got the role. She's really good in it, though.
Well, my favourite two facts about the film is, I think how they hooked people with the film is, literally at the beginning of the film, somebody takes the top off and they've got very bouncy boobs and they're running along a beach. After the death of them, it switches straight over to Brody in bed. The camera pans over and his wife leans to the left, and she's got massive tits on her as well, and a silk dress on.
Massive tits.
And she has got massive tats. She's got massive tits as well. And she leans over and so the first 10 minutes of that film is focused on tits. So everyone's locked in at that point.
Do you know, talking about physiques, did anybody else notice? Did anybody else notice how hench the chief looks in that film? Like he's his physique is phenomenal.
Hench.
Yeah,
I've never read that.
Built.
It just means built, not.
How do you say
not
built?
Yeah, because he's not like a bodybuilder, but his physique is like.
It's just a quick word of saying well built.
Yeah.
Fucking kids today, honestly.
Get with the lingo.
Millennial word.
I've never used that word.
Never used the word hench.
You're not a millennial. You're a fucking ex-Jenner.
Neither am I.
Technically, I'm an.
You are a fucking millennial.
Am I?
No, I am technically a millennial.
Millennial.
What year were you born?
81.
Oh, yeah, you are. So
Yeah.
me and you are both millennials, technically.
Technically we could be classed as Zennials. Christopher, what's your thoughts? Are we millennials or Gen Xers?
Neither.
He's
We're all
he
wanking.
fell asleep.
I
And
haven't
he's also
fallen asleep.
changed his name to I Hate Shite Internet.
It's just not connecting.
Yeah, just let him sleep.
Hush, little
Fuck
Christopher,
off.
don't say a word. The pervert's going to fuck on your window.
Fuck's sake.
The perverts are going to come all over your caravan windows.
It's going to be a great big cum stay with the happy smiley face.
He's trying to sleep and all he can hear is...
Oh, he's gone now. He's gone. We lost him.
Oh, God.
It's just like squeaking sounds.
I think he's gone.
Just a
Yeah.
massive orgy on his caravan.
I think we've got rid
I don't think we upset him. I think he was just drunk and tired and he just couldn't give a fuck anymore.
He just went really quiet, yeah, bless him. See that, we've just offended another Chris off the podcast.
Yeah. Well,
Um,
there's loads of Chris's about. We can always fucking replace him. Fucking like
Yeah.
Morty from Rick and Morty.
Yeah, Chris is a 10 penny, aren't he?
We'll just replace him with another.
okay, so any other final thoughts on Jaws?
Yeah, can we just take a second to appreciate Richard Dreyfuss as
Is this
an
about his
amazing
hench body
actor?
as well?
No, just as an actor, he's fantastic. Like, I mean, personally, I'm a big fan of Stand
He's
By
a
Me, which we
very
talked
good
about.
actor. Yeah.
He's an amazing actor, and another thing that stands out to me from the film is the faces he's pulling to Quint when he's in the boat.
Yeah.
He's a great actor, fantastic.
Yeah, and that is like one of the parts of the film is like because like the silence in the film and the facial acting is very important because that's what draws you in. It's not about the speech; it's about what is being felt at the same time. So yeah, I absolutely agree with you there.
Yeah,
And his character in it is like quite a funny character as well.
Yeah,
which I think he plays really well.
and I think in the book he's just an absolute knobhead.
Yeah, when you mentioned before about them having an affair,
I
and
don't think
stuff,
I'll be reading the book any time quick.
I think that would have taken away from elements of the story. It just would have been
Yeah.
unnecessary to include it.
Yeah, he was a knobhead in the book, but I think I did really enjoy seeing the relationship between Hooper and Quint because I think it was quite adversarial at first. I think towards the end, like when they started bonding up, when they were all getting drunk and comparing scars. I think
Yeah,
everything just changed after that.
That scene where they're in the boat and they've all been drinking and they're singing "Show Me the Way to Go Home."
home.
Yeah.
I'm tired and I want to go to bed, just like Chris.
Well, that's
Had a
that's
little
it.
wank
Is
about
it-
an hour
is it-
ago.
That it came right on my head.
He was,
Sorry about
he was
that.
wondering why that girl was laughing during that scene. It was probably because he was having a wank watching Jaws.
Just laughing awkwardly while she's pressing 999. Hitting the panic button.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Oh, Chris, you got rinsed in this episode. But I did say to him, didn't I, Tim?
You
You're gonna
did
get
pre-warn
rinsed.
him. You did.
No, he spent nothing but like 20 minutes just trying to fucking rip into me earlier. So I was like, Chris, it's going to come back on you, mate.
Just like on the side of his.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Okay, I will say before moving on, I think most traumatic death in that movie was Quint's.
Yeah.
I think that still haunts me to this
Yeah,
day. The
yeah.
screams out of him and the blood coming out of his mouth. It was horrific to me.
It was absolutely horrific. And then like when you named me in the group chat, so like just for the listeners, when we've got like an episode coming up, we'll name people. Well, Ian will name people around the subject, and he named me Quint, and I was like, I don't want to be Quint. I don't want to be fucking like the guy who got ate by Bruce the Shark. So I changed my name to the Scuba Tank. So I still got ate by Bruce the Shark, but at least I blew up and fucking blew up him with me.
You
Yes,
blew up in his
you
mouth.
exploded it. Yes, you exploded
I
in his mouth.
exploded in his mouth. Yes, that's.
Well,
I
was
think it's
quite
way
pleased to
funnier.
be. I was quite pleased to be Hooper when Ian put me as that, and then you changed me to
Hooper. Hooper.
And obviously we still keep other Chris in the podcast in the chat. So I put him as Pippin the dog. Disappeared off screen.
You
Never to be
did
seen
as
again.
well, yeah.
Yeah, and
Oh,
Craig
was
was
that the
Alex
black dog on the
Kittner.
beach?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Alex Kittner, yeah.
Pippin's dead, dude. What was I gonna say? Yeah, so that was Jaws. I think it's safe to say that film had an impact on pretty much everybody in this podcast. And obviously, if you listen to this and you haven't heard of it, what the fuck are you doing with your life? It's on pretty much every streaming platform. Go and watch it now.
Yeah, I mean, if you haven't seen Jaws, why
Tommy-
the fuck are you listening to this podcast?
Yeah. Even Tommy, whose main interests are Roblox, Minecraft, One Piece, Jujutsu Kaisen, and Naruto. He knows about Jaws. He knows about Jaws the Ride. Although I tried to I was sounding the story about what I was telling earlier about the Universal Studios tour, and he did show some interest. So that's something. But anyway, yeah. So that was. I mean, it has had a massive impact on everybody who's like it's one of those films that just lives in culture. Even if you don't know the film, you hear dun you know exactly what you're doing. I suppose that's down to John Williams because you can you can hum or try and sing any of his tunes and you'll know automatically what it is.
Well, for a short while, I actually made my PC Jaws themed. So, like, it had I'd made all like the RGB all like blue and green, so it looked like there was sea going through it. And I hooked up this this little like box that I'd found in Forbidden Planet, where you press the button and it plays the Jaws theme and it lights up and it was 3D. Hooked that up into the and I hooked it up into the power button. So when you turn the computer on, it went and then all the lights came on. Yeah, it was really fucking quite cool. It's a little Jaws theme PC.
Do you know what I'm really surprised about? The fact that it's taken us so long to talk about the theme tune, because that is the most iconic thing.
Well, I did speak about it earlier because
did.
I did speak about it, about John Williams and like his sort of like iconic, like it's John Williams and it's just how fucking talented he is. I mean, we could talk all day about the music of John Williams, and maybe we should do a podcast on just the music of John Williams.
Oh yeah,
it'd be very interesting.
I know somebody could come on for that. Who was a John Williams aficionado.
Nice.
What I did want to mention as well is on shark-related films. Has anybody seen Open Water?
No.
That is a really good film. Plays into obviously the whole Jaws-esque theme, but this one is basically they get left by a boat. They go scuba diving or something, and the boat thinks they're on there and goes off. So they're left in the middle of the sea. So the film is just then in the sea for the whole duration of the film. But it's terrifying in a different way to what Jaws is, because you sort of envision yourself about how you would react in that situation.
Yeah, I really like personally. If I envisioned myself in this sort of situation, I like to think of the film Deep Blue Sea with Ice Cube.
LL Cool J.
It's like a shark fin.
It's LL Cool J, isn't it?
It was LL Cool J. Sorry, I thought it was Ice Cube. Sorry. Oh no, Ice Cube was Friday, wasn't it?
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I think I'm one of the first films I watched on DVD actually. Yeah, it was a good film, but I think it was that shock of seeing the shark jump out of the water and eat Samuel L. Jackson when he's doing the big speech.
Yeah.
It's like, fucking hell. Okay.
Yeah, they just fucking killed the biggest actor in the whole film. I like that though. I like when films
did, yeah.
just sort of like catch you off guard.
It did.
But anyway, we
enjoyed it.
digress because it's not Jaws.
No,
Well, without the impact Jaws had, we would never have films like Open Water and.
Probably not.
Do,
No.
do you know what it wouldn't be a bad thing if we didn't have Sharknado. I mean, that wouldn't be the worst thing to
I've
ever
never
happen.
watched it, to be fair.
I've never seen any of them. I don't particularly ever want to.
Yeah, I mean, it's terrible.
I mean, I think
I've
they
never watched
became
it,
their own like thing, but no, it's something
people
that's
like
different.
shitty films, and it's like, yeah, I get it. It's funny, but it's trying too hard to be funny.
Yeah.
It's not like, yeah.
Okay. So, obviously there was 3 other sequels.
No, there wasn't.
The first one was
End the podcast now. No, there wasn't. There was no sequels. There was one film called Jaws. There was no other films.
I will say this: Jaws 2, basically a rehash of Jaws, but with
It's fucking remake of Jaws. Right, okay.
They make it with teenagers.
And everyone's fucking forgot that Brody fucking saved the day. And they all think he's a fucking nut job when he says, there's a shark in the water. And they're all like, oh, he's a fucking nut job. It's like, well, if anyone you should believe, it should be fucking Chief Brody. But you all think he's a fucking nut job. I don't get the whole thing. It's a okay film. It's a bit more bloody and it's a bit more sort of slashery. But I don't get the whole aspect of not believing Chief Brody. I think they should have just had a completely different character that they didn't believe. Not believing Chief Brody didn't make any fucking sense at all.
Okay.
Sorry.
No, I get it completely. Yeah, that was probably one of the stupidest parts of the story. I think there was a deleted scene where they fire Brody in the film, don't they? And there was a deleted scene where the town like council did the vote, and the only person who didn't vote against Brody to have him sacked was the mayor, which is a big turnaround.
Of all the people,
the one who was telling no, you're fine. The one who kept his open, he was the one who was actually defending him. As the other dickheads who was there.
So, I mean, I can't remember Jaws 2 or 3 whatsoever, but I was just having a look on my phone. Then, how did he explain Hooper's absence in the second?
He was on a expedition.
Okay,
because I think he alludes to it in the first Jaws film. He was going to some like
yeah.
He alludes to it. He was going to some like big expedition somewhere to study sharks, and that's why that's how they got him out. That's how they got him written out of the story.
So, I'll accept Jaws. I'll accept Jaws 2 as a film, kind of, but it's full of plot holes.
Yeah,
and then
I
don't accept. No, I don't. No, I don't accept any of the other films. The rest of them can be fucking buried underground and die forever. Don't say Jaws 3 was good. It wasn't.
Right.
It was
Okay.
shit.
Okay. Fun story. You ever had you had those stomach bugs where it's coming out of both ends? And you get that really bad fever that happens for a few hours afterwards, or a day or two afterwards, and you're in bed and you've got you've got really high temperature, you're delirious.
Like the opposite of what Chris has experienced at the moment. So he's getting it in both ends, but inwards.
But he's still getting hot and sweaty.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think I was living with the girlfriend, the girl I was seeing at the time. I was there. She'd gone out to work. I was sick in bed, and Jaws 3 was on Sky. So I thought, I'll watch this. I remember thinking to myself, I must have been fucking delirious. So I thought, this is actually quite a good film. It's not. It's not a good film. It was never a good
fucking
film.
Awful.
The only thing I like about that film is the fact that I found out like recently, listening to podcasts and documentaries, is that Dennis Quaid said it was like I think the cocaine. It was just a massive a lot of cocaine on that set.
Well, no surprise.
And had the guy like, what was it?
There certainly wasn't any writing.
I mean, I had Leah Thompson from Back to the Future in it, like just before she did that. I had. Who else was in it? Sam McCorkindale, who was out of Holby City, but you think he was in America doing a show called Manimal. Yeah, Manimal's a completely different show altogether.
Yeah,
And,
so the idea earlier, Tim, that you were saying, like, should we watch the other ones and do like a watch along? No, I don't want to. I don't want to.
Yeah. Well, basically, we're not going to say how much we love the film. We're just basically going to be slagging off and making jokes about it. I mean, let's take it like Jaws 2 had a suicide bombing in it.
It's true, yeah, it does.
Dousing herself in petrol and blows herself up.
What the
I
hell?
forgot about that.
I mean, to be fair, I do, after watching the first one today, I do want to watch the second, so I'd be up for doing a watch along.
Yeah, I'd probably say of all
the second's not that bad, to be fair. I rip on it because just of the plot holes, but the actual film is pretty good. It's just the plot holes are just huge. But that's my opinion. But the film itself is not a bad film at all.
No. I mean, I like the ending of it as well, with the bit with the electrocuting them and electrocuting the shark.
Yeah.
I think that was
it's clever.
That's ringing bells.
Clever the
now.
way it's done. Yeah.
Does he get the shark to bite into like a big electric cable or something? I might have seen it. It's slightly ringing bells. It's fine. I'll pick it up on the watch along.
We won't ruin it for you, but yeah, similar to that.
Yeah, it's something's just twigged when you mention the electric.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's about with all the other. I think it's like one time I suppose the shark did explode, but it got electrocuted this time because in Jaws 3 it got exploded. Jaws: The Revenge. Now, yeah, I want Chris.
No, that doesn't exist. That film does not exist. Can we? No,
that film is weak. So
no.
Let me tell the story. So Jaws: The Revenge. It premiered. I was still in primary school because Chris stayed over at my house the night before, and I remember because I was dead excited because the film was on. I was watching it. I was just really confused. I thought this film isn't scary. There's like 3 deaths in it, but as I got older, I found out that we must have got the one they showed on the BBC was like the original version of it, the one that didn't get like reshot because they reshot the film because Mario Van Peebles is in it and his character was quite popular, so they thought like he gets eaten by the shark in the film, but miraculously he survives at the end. But he, in the film, the version I watched the first, he died in it, and the shark.
To be fair, I think
impaled.
I think that film and Alien Resurrection should be deleted from history.
It's kind of sad in a way because I was just looking at the cast and Michael Caine's in it. How can anything with Michael Caine in be bad?
Oh, it's fucking awful,
right?
Mate.
There's always a famous quote about that film where Michael Caine says he doesn't remember watching the film. All knows it was terrible, but the house that it built was fantastic. He was filming that. I think he'd been in some bad films, and he thought he offered them like, say, you just have to go to the to go to the Caribbean for a few weeks. It'll be like a holiday. Just go off film for a few weeks, and then you're done. But it was when the Oscars was on, so he won he won an Oscar, but he wasn't there to accept it because he was filming this movie. But he said he doesn't remember the film. He said it was. Apparently he's never seen it. He said it's terrible, but he said it paid for his house. What else was I going to say? So Michael Brody in the Jaws: Revenge was played by Lance Guest. Who any of you know what film he's more famous for?
Lance Guest. I do
Lance
recognise the name. Yeah, I recognise that name.
I'm actually on his Wikipedia page now.
Oh,
all right, there you go then.
You're
I am not.
He played the love interest in Halloween 2.
Right, yeah. I've heard the name.
Yeah, he was also in he's Last Starfighter. It's the main actor from The Last Starfighter.
Right. Last Starfighter is fucking amazing.
So the guy who plays Chief Brody isn't in it from the second one onwards then?
No.
No.
Well, no. Yeah, from the second one, no, he's not.
No.
Right.
There's a story that happened was he had a 3-picture deal with Universal. So Jaws was one. He was meant to do the Deer Hunter, but he pulled out. So in order to make up for it, he did Jaws 2, and he ended up having a fight with the director as well. He said it was, he said he hated doing. He don't think they got on at all. But no, he definitely didn't bring him back. But he brought back Lorraine Gary to do the film. I didn't mind Lance Guest in it. I thought Michael, he was quite good. I just liked the fact that he completely ignored Jaws 3 because it was dog shit. To be fair, that film is even more dog shit like, but I think it was a better portrayal as Michael. What about the Jaws games? Has anybody played any Jaws games?
Oh, Jaws games. I can't think of any, to be honest with you. I think I played like one. It was like the only one I can think of is like a Commodore 64 game, and it was basically like Frogger, but it was Jaws, and it was things instead of like going across a road, going from bottom to top, it was going from left to right, and things were dropping from the top. That's the only game I can ever think of that was like a Jaws game.
Yeah, I know there's one for the Nintendo. It's called Jaws, but it's basically based on Jaws: The Revenge. Then there was a mobile game, probably say early 2010s because I had it. It's basically like Angry Shark, but it was just you couldn't like explore. You was just going forward and basically just eating everything. But they did do a PS2 game, which was Jaws Unleashed. There's a lot of videos I've noticed online about that.
I've heard
2006.
Yeah.
I've heard of it.
Yeah.
I believe it was utter shite.
Some people who've seen it said it's I think it's quite divisive. And some people like it, some people hate it. Obviously, you've got like a newer version now in the form of Manhunter, which is actually a really quite fun game.
But obviously, sort of like the version I was talking about, Commodore 64, it's closest to the time of release, and it was just a Frogger clone. That was literally what it was. It was just a Frogger turned on its side. That was what I could remember. As I will find a video of this and I will share it with the group. But yeah, it was just a Frogger clone basically, and it was just like ships going up and down the top, dropping things, and you just had to sort of like go. It was basically Frogger, but just left to right rather than down to up.
I know they did a text-based adventure game of Jaws.
Well, lots of things have had text-based adventures.
Suppose so, yeah.
There used to be a thing called Discworld Mud, and you could literally play a text adventure online with thousands of other people and be a Discworld character. There's been lots of text adventures. They're quite easy to program.
I've not played any Jaws games as such, but I have played Maneater, which is very similar.
That's what I was.
Has anybody played that?
Yeah,
that's what you.
I was literally about to just say, yeah. I've got Maneater on my PS5. Quite entertaining. Plus, it's narrated by Jerry from Rick and Morty.
I've never picked up on that.
Yeah. There you go. Yeah. Can't remember his name. I played it. It's like one of these games where I suppose I can. How to put this? I can't remember what I'm going to say. That's it, right? Yeah. It was a game. It was entertaining. It had like a bit of Grand Theft Auto quality to it. Well, it reminded me of Hungry Shark. I mean, I loved the Hungry Shark games. Have you ever played any of them? Like mobile games, but they're on console now. But you know, you can be a megalodon, you can be in California seas, the Arctic Ocean. It's really quite a fun game. I've always had like at least one different copy of it on every phone I've ever had.
Sounds utterly shit.
It does.
I think it's fun.
Sorry,
I liked it.
No. Personally, I'm not saying for you. I'm just saying for my personal sort of like preference.
You just pissed on his jet there, like.
I'm sorry, yeah, but like it just does not sound like it's something that will be entertaining for me.
No,
sounds utterly boring as fuck.
On the subject of video games and the subject of Jaws, one thing I did pick up on earlier while watching it is they had like a little the retro arcade games, like a shark game. Did anybody else notice that? As Brody walks past, there's some kids playing on it. It's like a holographic shark just moving from like left to right.
Yeah, it's kind of like the Tron game that was released probably around about that would have been later, the Tron game. But yeah. So they did have a lot of games like that back then where they'd use several panels of glass, and that would give the 3D effect.
That's how it looked.
In the panel, in the cabinet. So they would use they'd use separate glass panels to give like a 3D effect and different like projectors on each glass panel. So I think that's what that was.
I've actually just found. It won't be the exact one, but I've just sent in the group a picture of the game. It was called Killer Shark.
Shark.
It's like a shooting game. But yeah, that's what I picked up on when watching it before.
Yeah, I think that's it. I think that is literally the game. And it will have been like a multi-glass sort of like arcade shooter where it's just multiple like small little projectors onto like 3 glass screens.
So my thoughts were when I saw it, like, is that a real game or was that just created for the film to add?
No, I imagine that's real.
It does, based on Google's images, and there being loads of them, unless they've made loads of copies. It does look to be a real game.
I think that it's probably real, to be fair. And it's possible that like that's where they got an idea from.
Yeah, so the Killer Shark arcade game is a 1972 electromechanical shooter developed by Sega.
Makes absolute sense. Yeah.
I mean, I remember when I was a kid, my cousin had this. It was like a Killer Shark game, but it was like those. Remember those things from
the Tomy ones that you put up to your eyes.
That's exactly.
Yeah. I knew. Yeah. I had the exact same one, and you just had left and right, and that's basically what you did, and you just dodged things, just lanes.
Can you shoot as well?
I think you could. Yeah. But there was like 3 buttons, but the majority of it was just dodging traffic that was coming down the lanes. And it was just like a white sort of like binocular thing, but it went down to a point at the end.
Yeah, I'm looking at a picture of it right now.
Yeah, I literally had it. I had that.
Yeah, so good money now.
Yeah,
I don't have any more.
This Killer Shark arcade game, right? It says due to it being in Jaws, it's highly sought after by collectors. And then related games, Sega also released a similar game called Sea Devil, which featured a manta ray instead of a shark.
Yeah. Interesting.
The more you know.
The more you know.
Okay, thinking on, I don't think we should really put it to a vote to the public. I think we should just do a watch along with yours too, because.
Yeah, I think we should. Yeah.
Yeah, okay, I think that'll be the next one then.
That'd be interesting. And plus, I've got my setup now, so I can definitely do like the video stuff. So
and it's on Amazon Prime.
Yeah, that's where I watched Jaws 1 before.
Yeah, Jaws is on there. Jaws 2, the only one that's not on there is Jaws: The Revenge, which I'm not going to lose any sleep over.
So Jaws 2 is on Amazon Prime, so we could just all just sort of like do like a share thing.
Yeah, we can just watch it. I can put it on my phone. Add my earbud in, and we can watch it then.
Yeah, we can all just have a little chat along and just pause when we need to, and
scream a phrase that will probably get us cancelled when that woman blows.
There is actually an app. Believe it or not, there is actually an app that allows you to all sort of watch exactly at the same time with Amazon Prime. I'll have a look into it, but I'm pretty sure there is.
Gotta be watch party features.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I'm sure there's some sort of like watch party app. So that'd be interesting because at least any of us can pause it at any moment and go, right, I want to speak, pause it. Just hit the space bar and just. Although, as long as Chris doesn't have beer, because he'll just be hitting the space bar constantly going, I like potatoes.
It's like, girls look at me for it. He doesn't sound like that. I don't know what he's talking for. He's like from Scarborough.
I was on a train the other day, and you know what?
Girls look at me funny. She's looking at me all funny. Made me feel weird in my tum-tum. Well, listen, I've been Ian Duffin, and this week I have been joined by Mike Chelsea.
Here's to swimming with bow-legged women.
Tim Oak.
You're going to need a bigger boat.
And Pippin the dog. Pippin! 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 Christopher! You say we have checked in. He is fine.
Oh, yeah, he's just asleep. Don't worry about it. Although I have found his leg.
Just been floating past.
It's fine. Just one of them. He's got
Just walk it off.
Hop it off more like. Tis but a flesh wound.
Hopper it off.
Hey, bit of them.
Oh no, Hooper. Fuck.
Yeah, that.
Yeah, I fucked that up. Yeah, completely.
Yeah, that's sunk just like the
Leave it in.
The first film.
Leave it in.
Okay, well. Okay, well,
Right.
goodbye from us. They add.